Hey everybody, and welcome to the Tub with our brand new theme song by me. That is new. You're not on. You're purposefully not on. I'm pulling a Larry where at the beginning of the show, nobody gets to talk except for me. So welcome to the Tub. My name's Kimo Nevius. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I am the host of the Tub because Larry John, well, he got into a little trouble with the law. And we have sent him. Your headphones are not on? Oh, interesting. I'm going to turn your microphones on so you can talk to me. Can you hear?
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing over here.
Can I hear you? Are you all the way? That should be you.
We're on the tub.
Oh, yeah. You sound
there
great.
We are.
We're in the tub.
Right. Excellent. Well, thank you all for joining us
Thank
here
you,
on
Kimo.
the Tub today. Maui's
Thank
Hot
you.
Talk Celebrity Radio Show, or whatever the heck we are.
Hi.
Again, I'm Kimo Nevius, and we're in for I was about to say 90 minutes. It seems like 90 minutes,
Yeah,
doesn't it? We're in for an hour
3
of great
weeks.
fun. A 3-hour tour. So, across the desk, I will introduce everybody. Across the desk from me is the Chewbacca to my Han Solo.
Yes.
The Riker to my Picard.
Yes,
Mr.
you are correct,
One-
sir.
A very talented singer-songwriter.
Wow.
Probably
He
the
is.
fourth most talented singer-songwriter on this.
In this room.
Yeah. Mr. Steve Craig.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Kimo. Good to be here.
Next to him, the lovely and talented radio personality and blues singer, Sweet
Yay.
Mama D.
Thank you.
And our special guest. We are really, really excited today for our special guests who are here from the Maui Invasive Species Committee, MISC. Up first, we have, and I'm not being facetious, an incredibly multi-talented individual, one of the connectors on the island of Maui, Mr. Bryan Berkowitz.
Brian. Hello there.
We're applauding for you, even if
Yes,
you can't
we
hear
are.
it.
I heard it.
I heard it.
See, and now I've already forgotten your last name. So, and next to him, also from MISC, is Lissa.
Hi, Lissa.
Hi.
Say your name again, sorry.
Strohacker.
Strohacker. See, that's what I was going to guess.
Got it.
Speaking of forgetting names, a little shout out to the crew outside. Carl Rositsky, our director, and our engineer, Tony Midnight.
Tony.
All right.
Tony.
So, I don't really have anything else I want to do on the show today. So
Okay,
Thank
why don't-
you.
Let's go. Thank you for coming.
Drive safe.
Bye-bye.
I love it when that happens. No. We should do some station ID and stuff like that.
How's that work?
That'd be great.
What happens is I hand a piece of paper to Sweet Mama D.
Oh, is that who does that?
Ah.
Oh,
And
looky.
she tells us everything. She puts on her glasses,
Because
and then
I'm
she
an
tells
old
us
lady, and I tell
everything
people
we
things
need
like
to
Brushes
know.
are
that.
long,
Ah. You're watching, listening to, and maybe even enjoying The Tub, Maui's Hot Talk Celebrity TV and radio show. We are broadcasting live on Friday, July 7th on KAKU 88.5 FM. Today's episode is number 280.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode 280.
It doesn't feel a thing past 277.
I know, exactly. Our 280th and final episode. Thank you so much for
Again.
being here.
There are many ways to enjoy The Tub. Listen to The Tub on KAKU 88.5 FM, Fridays at 4 p.m., and again Saturdays at 8 a.m. Stream the show by searching for KAKU on the TuneIn app. Stream the show by searching the TuneIn app, or you can watch it.
Oh,
There you
hello.
go. Gotcha. You can watch Tub TV at Akaku Channels 55, Friday night at 8 p.m., Saturday night at 12 midnight, and Monday night at 8:30 p.m. You can also enjoy The Tub at MauiTVandRadio.com. If you wish to reach a fine host, Kimo, you can find him on Twitter
Thank you
at
very
Kimo Nevius. The
At-
Tub.
At
At-
Kimo Nevius.
at
Yes.
Kimo
You can
Nevius.
find him at
At
Kimo Nevius.
At Kimo Nevius.
What about Kimo songs? Can we find you there
There
too?
you go.
If you go to Facebook/Kimo Songs.
We got to talk about Dr. Evil and Mr.
Oh, we
Dom.
do.
Yeah,
We
really need to talk
we
about
may or
that.
may not be playing that later in the show.
We got to talk first.
As the recording
must
engineer
chat.
said as I was recording that song the other day, he's like, "It's too bad you don't have a radio show where you could play this song." I'm like,
Go
well,
figure.
it's funny. I just happen to have one.
Oh, by the way.
You had an engineer help you with that?
Well, it was Larry.
Oh,
there
there.
you go.
Yeah.
Hi,
Yeah.
Larry.
Hey, Larry.
We miss you.
That Tub is a Larry John production.
Hey, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, Larry's off in the Amazon basin. They found a tribe that no one had
Uh-oh.
ever heard of before. It's kind of exciting.
Little John
so
tribe?
Yeah. Well, they wanted someone who would not scare the people. So he's on a steamboat going up the Orinoco River, last I heard.
I think they're going to do a human sacrifice.
There's a chance he will call in if he can get the satellite phone working.
Oh, well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Things happen.
So, as you know, we like to start off the show, now that it's under my reign of terror, with a little segment we like to call Shameless Self-Promotion.
Hey, that's my song.
And
Isn't that nice?
And the theme song for Shameless Self-Promotion is a song called Upcountry by Mr. Steve Craig.
Yes, that's me. My latest self-promotion. It's my usual gig at the Dog and Duck, Sundays from 6 to 9. Come on down for the musical mirth and mayhem.
Hey, stop that. Start again. Be slower.
Okay.
Now, remember the rules. If
there's rules,
if you promote a show that is happening upcountry, we get to play the
Play
song
Upcountry.
again.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Now, tell us, where do you play every week?
Well, every week I do the Sunday afternoon, evening at the Dog and Duck in the Triangle in Kihei from 6 to 9. Solo acoustic. We often have guests come up and join the musical mirth and mayhem, yourself included, Kimo.
Why? I
Nevius.
have, on
Yes, you
occasion,
have.
I have guested.
Yes, a Dog and
And
Duck.
I just bring the mood way down.
It's a
I'm
fun
like,
place.
Here's a song about a bunch of miners who were trapped in a cave for 30 days.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's me.
Yeah.
Clear the
It
room.
is.
Exactly. They need me to turn over the tables.
Well, people
so they're
drink more when he's
Really?
there.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
actually the
sad.
bartenders love him. The
Well, that's
owners
good.
love him.
As long
yeah,
as it
because
works
people
out.
people are totally crying
Yeah.
into their beers.
Mhm.
So sad.
Anyway,
But that's about it. Doing some recording, wrote in a couple new songs, couple good ones, I think. I don't know. It's
well,
a
maybe
subjective thing.
I know for a fact that you have your guitar here. So
Yeah,
maybe we will talk
that's
about
that's for another reason.
Maybe we will
Oh
talk
my.
about that when we come back to you. Maybe
Sure.
we'll
Maybe.
we'll even come back to you.
Oh, shameless plug. My music on iTunes.
Yeah,
Forgot
there we
about
go.
that. My latest album is called Earth and Sky. It features that theme song Upcountry, which Kimo is so kindly playing every so often, bits and pieces of. At iTunes, Steve Craig, Earth and Sky. There it is. Also CD Baby. Just find my name, Steve Craig, music.
Can't miss it.
You can't miss me. If you do, I miss you too.
Oh,
Aw, isn't that nice?
sweet Mama D.
Yes, dear.
I see that the blues going on at the Dirty Monkey is not going on at the Dirty Monkey.
It's not going on at the Dirty
Do you want to
Monkey.
tell us more about that,
Of
or
course
not?
I shall. Oh, no, it was a matter of we're on hiatus until October. We got everybody running in and out of the country, out of the state.
Got
It's
it.
ridiculous. And it's like it'll be easier if we just take a break.
Got it. So what are you doing in the meantime?
In the meantime, my usual Sunday stuff. I've got Manao Radio, the Blues Rainbow.
Yeah.
All blues, all the shades of blues all the time. 97.1 FM. And on Tuesday, my show will be, and I have to look because I can never get it right.
And that's Tuesday here on
Tuesday
KAKU.
here,
Akakoo.
88.5 FM, the voice of Maui. Will be on Women Matters. Letty Borchers and the other women from the Women Within International to discuss their organization and the Open Circles events here on Maui. That'll be fun.
Yeah. What time does your show air?
From 2 to 3 p.m.
Here on KAKU 88.5.
Akakoo.
The voice of Maui.
Oh, that's great. We've got the plugs in for the month at this
Yes.
point. Brian, over to you. What would MISC, you or MISC, like to shamelessly self-promote?
All right, so on the MISC side, we will shamelessly self-promote our new rat lungworm survey website.
Now that
that
sounds
sounds
fun.
fun, right?
And that's something I want to talk more about when we get to the sort of the formal interview part. But please
We'll
tell
definitely
us
get
about the
into details
website.
on the rat lungworm disease and the whole semi-slug situation here on Maui. But if you out in the radio land would like to survey your property for these slugs that can be potential carriers of this really nasty parasite that causes this disease, you can go out in your garden at night or your property, take photos with your mobile phone, and submit them straight to us. And the website for that is, are you ready?
Everybody got a pen?
Get
Click.
a pen? Yeah.
Yes.
It's really complicated. MauiInvasive.org/slug.
Hey.
Okay.
MauiInvasive.org/slug.
That was the name of my last album,
Is that why it sold,
Yeah.
it sold so well, huh?
which went wooden with a bullet.
Yes.
All right. Anything else you'd like to? Yeah, Lissa. Yes, go ahead. No, this is not. We're on radio, so you can't mime.
All right, fair enough. So there's going to be an article this Sunday in the Maui News, and then on our website All about the yellow-faced bee and all the things you can do to help protect yellow-faced bees.
Yellow-faced bees.
They're very cute. They're little native bees all over Maui
awesome.
that you never knew you had.
So that's going to be in the Maui News on
This Sunday.
This Sunday. So
Yeah.
basically, we're promoting the Maui News.
Our new
And on our website.
and our new band name.
The Yellow-faced
The
Bees.
Yellow-faced
Yellow-faced
Bees.
Stephen Kimo and the Yellow-faced Bees.
I like
That's
it.
excellent. I think
We're
Semi-Slug might
creating-
also go someplace.
Yes,
I'm just saying.
yes, that's our opening act.
The opening act.
But the yellow-faced, did I say that right? Yellow-faced bees
Yellow-faced bees.
are creating quite a buzz locally.
Ooh. Great. Don't
Thank you.
Don't come
Mhm.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm out.
All right.
Ding.
So, what am I shamelessly going to promote for myself? So,
Yes.
I'm a singer-songwriter as Kimo Nevius, but I'm a serious author under the name that my mother gave
is.
me, James Nevius. And I had a fun story. Wait, where's the camera? I had a fun story.
Pick
coming.
that one or that one or that
There
one.
we go. This little water bottle that I carry around is from Pepin, Wisconsin, the birthplace of Laura Ingalls Wilder,
Such a sweet girl.
who is celebrating her 150th birthday this year. Actually,
fun.
she's not because she's very dead.
Yeah.
But people are celebrating the 150th birthday of Laura Ingalls Wilder. And my wife and I took a road trip last month where we went to most of the places where Laura Ingalls lived and wrote about in the Little House on the Prairie books.
Wonderful.
So we did it. We actually did the trip backwards. We started in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We drove up to a town called De Smet, which is where 4 of the Little House books are set, and had a great time there. Then we went to Walnut Grove, Minnesota, which is where there's not much in Walnut Grove. My apologies to the fine people of Walnut Grove, but
There's not much. in
there's not
Walnut
much to
Grove.
see there. But that is where the TV show was set.
Okay.
Then we went to a place called Burr Oak, Iowa, which is a hotel that Ma and Pa Ingalls ran, but Laura decided for whatever reason not to write a book about. So it's like the missing years. And then we went to Pepin, where we saw the replica birthplace of Laura Ingalls Wilder. And I wrote a story about it for the New York Post, which is one of my employers. So if you go to the New York Post's website and just search for Laura Ingalls Wilder, you'll find a chronicle of our trip and instructions on how you can do it yourself.
Awesome.
So
Lovely.
that
Thank
is my
you.
shameless self-promotion for the moment. But now we move on to the next chapter, which is shameless. It should be shameful self-promotion is really what we should do next,
Yeah.
where you talk about something that you've done that you're really horrified about.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
But maybe we'll do
Let's
that.
Not.
Maybe we'll do that next
We'll
show.
say we did.
And instead, this is a tongue twister. We will do shameless, selfless promotion,
That
where
sounds kind.
I'm a kind guy. We're changing the tenor of the tub here. Hi, Larry. So it's fun.
Can hear him, can't you?
So we're here to promote things that we ourselves do not necessarily have a personal stake in, but are going on in this island between, say, now, July 7th, when we are airing live, and the middle of the week of when we next tape, the 21st. So like through about July 15th, 20th,
Right.
something like that. So
Okay. Start with me.
this is always tough.
well, I don't know if it doesn't if it leaves me completely out of the equation,
You
but
don't have
I
to
will.
be 100% out of the equation.
I think in
could be
general,
in.
I like to see people getting out to see and support local musicians.
Sure.
A lot of great ones on the island. With the weather being so great and all the outdoor patio dining, anywhere, especially in Kihei where I live.
That where you live?
So many places to go see. There's so many great people out there. So, if you're thinking about a happy hour or getting a little hungry, thirsty, and you want to just chill out, locals, just stop in, say hi to some local players.
It does. It makes their day.
Yeah, it
I'm
does.
here to tell you from experience.
Absolutely.
Please tip the musicians.
And yes.
Oh yeah, tip. That's a good
Thank
idea too.
We
Please
can't
tip
break
the
hundreds, but we do accept them.
Mm.
Yeah, that's just sort of the rule.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that
And,
a lot.
oh,
Thank
and
you.
don't request Freebird.
No.
Or American Pie.
Or Stormy
Freebird?
Monday.
All Yeah. American Pie works okay still.
Oh yeah, that's good.
You got to put a 5 in for that one.
What is your least? Is that your least favorite request?
No, it's not my least. There are places around the globe that refuse to let you sing that song.
Really?
And it's like, I'll just put it on the list of things not to do.
Which one,
So-
Freebird or American Pie?
Neither.
Oh,
Stormy Monday.
oh, Stormy Monday. Sweet. Okay, gotcha.
No, I bet there are places that ban American Pie though.
Mm.
Come on, it's 12 verses long. It goes on forever. People get rowdy.
12-course meal goes by.
You and I have done it together, Mr. Craig.
Yes,
To
yes.
quite a rowdy audience in the
But
past.
that's what I would selflessly plug, is to go out there and see support some local entertainment.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's a
Very
great one.
good. Good
What
idea.
about you, sweet Mama D?
Well, as you know,
I love that she brings a clipboard. I
It's
love
not
that you do your homework. I mean,
Yeah, okay. As you know, I am a non-vet, and one of my things is veteran-involved issues. The Nisei Veterans Memorial Center is having their summer exhibit, One Puka Puka, the Purple Heart Battalion, that is open to the public from now through August 26th, from Monday through Saturday at 12 noon to 4 p.m. How about that? And I got a
Nice.
picture. Got that? Okay, good.
There's a camera over there. We can hold it up
there's
for
one
that
over
one.
there and there.
Yeah, I
you
don't
know.
know.
So yeah, that's where I'm going to help. I also with my women's veteran group, the Nakoa Kahiko Wahine Women's Veterans Group here in Maui, and we're going to support that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is excellent.
Yes, it is.
Brian, was there anything fun you'd like to shamelessly, selflessly promote?
All right, of course there is.
Okay.
Right, so I'll choose on July 29th, the Maui Huliau Foundation is having a food and film festival at Sugar Beach Events in Ma'alaya.
Cool.
If you don't know about it, the Maui Huliau Foundation is a really cool nonprofit here on the island, promotes environmental literacy through filmmaking to students, youths, middle school, all throughout high school. They make really cool environmental films, and some offshoots have come out of this program. You might have seen some zero waste facilities at some events. Really, really cool environmental stuff going on, and the films are really top quality for kids.
So when again is that? Give me-
July 29th. Yeah,
Okay.
Saturday, July 29th.
And what time?
It's around 6 o'clock or so. Definitely
Okay.
check out the website,
This is Maui. It's
MauiHuliauFoundation.org.
around whenever.
I'm sure there's a set time. I just don't know off the top of my
Wait,
head.
what was that website?
MauiHuliauFoundation.org, and you can find them on Facebook too. And yeah, it'll be a great event. There will be some live music actually by some local musicians who I can't think of off the top of my head, unfortunately, right now.
That's okay. We're sure it'll be
But
excellent.
it's
That's
kind of it's a farm to table sort of dinner or poo-poos, and plenty of local beverages by some other sponsors, Maui Brewing Company and Ocean Vodka. How's that?
Cool.
Ooh, that'll
And,
get you there,
Just
won't it?
don't mix them.
Sugar Beach Events. Yeah,
Thank
July,
you.
July 29th.
Thank you.
All right, Lissa.
Mine is on the farm side. This weekend is actually an anniversary, don't ask me what number, for the Upcountry Farmers Market.
Oh yeah.
So-
Did someone just say?
Yep, country. Hey.
There it is.
Going up the country. Going up country.
I'm going up. All right.
Okay, wow.
We
Wasn't
know
expecting
what happens. Thank you for playing along. We're gonna have some lovely parting gifts.
So it's the Upcountry anniversary, or the anniversary of. Oh, no, I'm not saying Upcountry to hear that again.
Yeah.
No. I just realized that.
Just there's a caveat when you say it.
it doesn't
doesn't
work.
count.
Okay.
I'm not gonna just like have you say upcountry throughout the
Gotcha.
whole show
Yeah,
just to
no,
play your own
no,
damn
no,
song.
no, no.
Yeah. No, me, I don't count either.
Oh well.
All right, sorry. The Upcountry Farmers Market.
Yeah, so it's great. It's a great place to hang out, go
Oh,
up with
yeah.
your family. Really good fruits and vegetables. There's also all kinds of food. You can get breakfast,
Oh,
snacks.
it's beautiful.
It's delicious. It's beautiful. So it's
It's my Saturday every Saturday.
Is it really?
Yes.
We miss each
Is
other.
that happening tomorrow?
it is happening
Yes, it is.
Saturday. That is tomorrow.
It is
yes.
tomorrow. Yes.
Yes, today is
Saturday
Friday.
and/or tomorrow.
If you're listening to this show live, today is Friday,
Friday.
July 7th. And tomorrow on
Is
Saturday, July
Saturday.
8th, as you're listening to this show on your way up at 8 a.m. Upcountry.
Oh. No.
Ah,
don't.
I'm not doing it.
Nah, it's
I'm not doing it. That
All right.
joke is over.
Yeah.
I know when to stop. You know.
I appreciate that.
All right.
happy for you.
But every Saturday is
It is every Saturday, and it is
Just tomorrow's
fantastic.
fest.
Yes, it is.
But I have to say, if you're really into, if you want to get what you want to get, go early.
Oh, absolutely.
Is
Because it
my advice.
goes away very quickly.
And what time do they officially open? Do you know?
Officially 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
However.
Yeah, I'm never there quite that early,
Mhm.
but I do try to get up there because when I go, because all the stuff it's
Oh,
absolutely
yeah.
gorgeous. It's
and
fantastic.
fresh and delicious.
It's wonderful, and you completely took the thing I was going to. No, I'm just kidding. Do you see these rad headphones I'm wearing? I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
I was
plug-
gonna
I'm
ask you about
I'm going to
those.
plug this company because as I get older,
Nice.
I've been losing my hearing. and this has actually been going on for a while, and I'm
Want my hearing
unclear if
Really?
it's too much listening to loud rock and roll concerts.
You think?
Like, going to Neil Young and standing next to the stack amps,
Wow.
which was perhaps not the smartest thing I've ever done in my life.
No.
Or it was maybe living for 20 years in New York City, and if you're in New York City and you're standing on a platform, the subways almost always come from the left to the right, and I have, significant hearing loss in my left ear. These headphones from a company whose name I'm going to look up since I can't remember it, and it's not on it.
Oh.
Now,
I
can I
see
just say
something there,
that's
but
a
I don't know what it
branding
is.
fail. I mean, I understand that if you're like Beats by Dr. Dre, you don't have to like put the
Right.
whole thing, but
Maybe that's the whole
that's
idea
probably exactly what
behind
they
the
wanna do.
wooden.
But
How are you looking them up? What are you looking
from
for?
my order,
Oh, there you go.
your Even earphones order has been delivered. So they are
Even.
EVEN, and
Okay.
when you get them, they got a little device on them here,
Oh, cool.
and you push the button and you
yes.
hold it down, and it takes you through a hearing test.
Oh, nice.
And as you are listening, it plays music, I think 8 times in your right ear or your left ear. I don't know which one first. And every time you hear the music, it's just like going to an audiologist. You click the button. As soon as you hear the frequency, you click the button. And so once it's done that for both your ears, it then saves a profile
Wow.
so that the headphones can adjust the music so that it plays the right frequencies for
Cool.
your ears. So for the first time in a
Nice.
very long time, I can actually, when I listen to music, hear the music.
How
Wow.
did you find those?
An ad.
Okay.
I have to say, advertising.
This
I
does
think
work.
So,
I'm
are you
not-
noticing it really? Like, wow, this is really noticeable.
Yeah. So the thing that's really not only have you listened to the new Sgt. Pepper's?
No.
So Giles Martin, the son of George Martin, took Sgt. Pepper's for its 50th birthday.
Yes.
Yeah. We're all getting old, aren't we?
Yes.
Shut up.
So took Sgt. Pepper's and took the original tapes and cleaned them up and completely remastered them. So it doesn't sound to the casual observer, you're still listening to Sgt. Pepper's,
Right,
it's still
right.
the same old songs. But to somebody who knows the music, he has tweaked and cleaned and done everything possible.
Nice.
And I listened to it when it came out, and even on my not so hot Alexa speaker,
Yeah.
I could hear the difference. Then I listened to it with these headphones on
Yeah.
after I'd done it, and it's like there are instruments playing in those songs that I had never heard
Wow.
before.
Okay.
So
Have to
I don't know
check
how much
that
of
out.
it is the headphones and how much of it is Giles Martin, but it really is a pretty remarkable,
Okay. Well,
change.
what about just everyday listening now that you have that pair of headphones?
Yeah, I mean, you guys sound great.
Oh, thanks.
Keep talking.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, now you sound terrible.
Yeah. Right.
See, now you sound
That's
great
good. How
again.
much?
They were on sale for Father's Day, and I'm like, sure. So I think I paid $150 for them,
That's not
Delivered?
bad at all.
Shipping?
including shipping.
Okay.
To
Amazon?
to Hawaii. No, directly from Even.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Thank you
I
for
have to say
sharing
my,
that.
my self-less plug is, I mean, these are a life-changing
That's
event.
great. Yeah.
I
And that's
Appreciate
why
that.
that new song I recorded sounds better than any other song I've
Yes.
ever recorded.
I was going to mention that.
It's actually, it's not, it doesn't sound better. I hear how poorly I play the
Oh,
bass
no.
so much
You never
better.
do anything poorly.
I
It's
do tons of
wonderful.
things sloppily, we'll say that, purposefully. I like to go into the studio. We're going to talk about this later when we play the song, but I like to go into the studio and just mess around and do things very quickly.
Nice.
Is Julie out there?
Is this what I think it is?
Yeah, probably.
Jigsaw?
Why, yes, this is Jigsaw.
Nice.
Sorry, I just wanted to get that in there.
Just next time, start with the chorus.
Please.
I'm working on that.
We can help you edit.
Steve's
Yes, we
marriage
can.
has been on the rocks because of that song recently.
It's a joke.
No, I just wanted to. I wanted to. We're hopefully gonna play things we'd forgotten existed from the past a little
Okay.
bit later. No
Okay,
known cure
sure.
for nostalgia.
Like my
Yeah.
name. Okay. That's another joke that.
All
yeah,
right,
oh, never
all
mind.
But anyway, no, that's not the song I was gonna play. I was gonna play this song so that we can start the next phase of our show. And as your punishment, Steve Craig, you get to be the host of.
Today's dumb quiz, Science and Nature Edition. Can you just thank you very much?
Hang on. So this is today's dumb
Today's
quiz.
dumb quiz,
You know, we used
Science
to-
and
we
Nature
used to-
Edition on
we
the
used
top.
to have we used to have a segment on the Tub called Topics.
Right. Topics! Yes. Sorry.
Thank
Should
you.
have warned you about that.
And so that no one ever has to do that ever again.
Ah, is that it? Okay.
We've segued. We're trying to make this a little bit more of a.
Trying to make it smart, eh?
A little highbrow.
Good
you
luck
know.
with that.
Are you guys ready for today's dumb
So we've
quiz?
substituted topics with
Okay.
today's dumb quiz.
Okay, Science and Nature edition, number 1, folks.
Here's the rules, folks. You know,
Oh, there's rules?
There's rules. All right.
everybody gets a chance to answer.
Mhm.
And you win some points. And if you win all the points,
Mm-hmm.
you win a prize. And your prize is that you don't have to come back on the Tub.
Ooh. Okay.
So I just wanted people to know what the stakes
Where
were.
the
Is that
answers?
the winning or losing part?
I have all the answers in my head.
Okay. Today's dumb quiz, Science and Nature edition on the Tub. Number 1.
Start that way.
Which way?
Yeah, start with
start
her
with that
over here. She wants to go.
Absolutely. We're starting with Lissa.
Oh, okay. We are directing the questions directly to specific guests.
No, we'll just go around the room that way.
I understand. Okay, question number 1. What is the one thing that all insects have in common? The one thing that all insects have in common.
They lack vertebra. They're invertebrates.
Survey?
No.
No.
Brian?
They have 6 legs.
That's it. Yes, they have 6 legs.
Yes.
She beat me to it.
Point.
Oh no.
If you have to be if you're insecta, you have to have 6 legs.
Mhm.
At least 6? Or
No, 6.
Only 6.
6 legs.
Well, what's the guys
That's-
with the 8? I mean,
They're they're
oh, okay.
and spiders.
Okay, are we ready for question number 2?
I don't know.
What is the only continent on Earth that has no volcanoes?
We'll start with Brian.
No volcanoes.
Yes, sir.
The
only continent on Earth. No volcanoes.
Europe? No.
I love her. I love her.
Answer.
Antarctica.
Antarctica.
No, that is also not correct.
No.
Steve.
Pittsburgh.
That is correct, except that Pittsburgh is not a continent.
Right.
Continent.
You are correct, sir.
Lissa.
You told me you weren't going to put us on the spot, you know.
Well, it's just
He
today's
lied.
dumb quiz.
The only continent.
You realize you already have 1 point, so you're
Lisa's turn.
you're-
She's got to.
We're running out of continents.
Yeah,
If we had more guests.
Yes.
There you
no
go.
volcanoes
At all. Okay.
What is the
None
only
at all.
I guess your next question is, does it count as a continent? It is Australia.
Ah.
There's not a
Okay.
volcano on
course
Australia.
Interesting.
Crikey. Number 3. True or false? When the pyramids in Egypt were built, woolly mammoths still roamed the earth.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, Carl is going rogue out there in
Yes,
the
he
studio.
is. Thanks, Carl.
Feeding answers to Sweet Mama D. She is correct. The answer is yes. Woolly mammoths were still in existence when the pyramids were built.
I did not know that. Number 4.
Scary thought, actually. But okay.
Number 4. An African gray parrot can develop a vocabulary of approximately A, 20 words, B, 200 words, C, 2,000 words, or D, 20,000 words. African gray parrot.
Whose turn is this?
Anybody?
Hey, sirs.
I'm going to go with B.
200 words?
Yeah, I have no idea. But
Anybody
sounds
else have
about
any
right.
guesses?
I'm going with C.
2,000.
2,000 words.
Well, Brian is correct. An African
Oh,
gray parrot has a vocabulary
yes.
of approximately 200 words, which means you also get a point. You are now tied
We're all tied.
at 1 point apiece.
Yes.
This is going to be the tie-breaking question, I think.
Question number 5. What is the deadliest animal to humans
To
in
humans.
Africa?
What
In
or maybe that should have been phrased better, in Africa, which animal
was
has
going to do
killed
that.
has killed?
I was going to do that.
The most
Yeah.
humans.
Yeah. Yes, we have a winner over there.
Ding, 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 ding.
Can you say that again louder for the
A
microphone?
hippopotamus.
That is correct. The hippopotamus is the most deadly to humans.
2 humans.
All right, so now she has and our last
Okay, so-
question, which is just a lead in to our interview.
Okay. It is known as a pod of whales, a gaggle of geese, a herd of deer, and a blank of frogs. Blank of frogs.
A bevy. I don't know.
We'll just put on the quiz music.
Can I
while-
call my Cookie Frog coordinator, phone a friend?
No, there's no phone a friend.
We call this Maliko Gulch.
Good answer.
The Maliko Gulch of frogs. That's a nice guess, but no.
No.
Any guesses? A what?
A clutch.
A clutch.
A clutch of frogs.
I would call them a clutch. Sweet Mama D.
A clutch of
A
frogs.
mooring of, I don't know. I don't know.
Steve, any?
I enjoyed that quiz.
Do you have a guess?
What was your guess?
Oh, I thought the answer was clutch.
The answer is
Wrong.
not clutch. No one has gotten a point yet.
I like the clutch.
I did too. It was really nice.
Clutch of frogs. My guess of... I don't actually have a guess.
A stool of frogs?
No, the answer, my
Cod.
friends, is an army.
An
An
army.
It is an
Well, they're
army,
green. I guess they could be. Yeah.
An army of coqui frogs coming
Yeah.
to attack us.
I could have Googled that in the time it took you to tell us.
Yeah.
Exactly. But luckily, you played by the rules. I'm happy to say that Lissa has 2 points. You have 1 point. You have 1 point.
I read the
Zero.
questions.
You get about 4 points, but you
Yes.
have to come back.
Yes.
You're contractually obligated.
Yes, that is true.
So the only
there.
person who's off the hook is that Lissa does not have to, but Bryan will have to come back
And
next
how about
time.
I'm
for
definitely
punishment.
not
how
coming
about a
back.
plank of crows? Anyone? Anyone?
Murder.
Murder.
Thank you we all know that.
A lot of people don't know
on.
that.
Bears?
Red Rob. What?
Crap ton.
Bears?
Bears?
Bear?
Bears? It's a sleuth.
A sleuth.
A sleuth of bears. I don't make up the rules. I just play by them.
Okay. Republicans?
Hey. It's not. Say we did.
Doesn't this sound like an 80s talk show now?
It does.
Welcome to
Seriously.
Entertainment Tonight.
Flashing
Welcome
lights.
to the Top, starring Kimo Nevius.
I know. I was really debating whether this should be our
Today we
theme
discuss
song.
Mr. Microphone. Hey, good looking. Be back to pick you up later.
That Pete Rose. What is he up to these days?
Oh, Lord.
No, we are here today to talk about the Maui Invasive Species
Indeed.
Committee. Not the Maui Invasive Species Tribunal, which I would have liked, which would be MISC. I just think there's still time for you to change the name.
There is actually.
The
We'll
Maui
take that back
Invasive
to management right now.
Species Energy Reclamation
Or something.
Yurt. That would be Misery.
Ooh. Yeah, it would.
Yeah, I could come up with these all day. But tell us, what is... Oh, this is the most basic question. What is the Maui Invasive Species Committee?
Well, I'll leave that to our PR extraordinaire over here, Miss Lissa Strohecker.
You're getting good at the radio thing. So we control incipient invasive species, so plants and animals that are not yet widespread, and they're decided on by our committee, who's expert resource managers, scientists, that say these things are high threat, yet they're something we have the resources to address. So we don't take care of everything. Don't call us about your cockroaches, but call us about your little fire ants, your coqui frogs, the myconia, or the pampas grass in your backyard.
So
do you
it's
do?
both plant and animal species.
Yes.
Right.
And well, I guess let's step back here. What is the number? If you had to categorize, what is the number one threat right now? And I guess there's 2 ways you can answer that question. What's taking up the most of your time? Versus what is the most dangerous to the island of Maui? Those might not be the same thing.
The most threatening thing that's not yet here is rapid ohia death
Okay,
So
and,
that's
it is definitely not.
that we know of.
Do you want to tell the folks at home a little bit what rapid ohia death is? I
So-
know Brian's. I know he doesn't want to talk, but I know he's an expert on this. He's talked a blue streak
Itching.
about this.
Kimo invited me, and I said, Lissa, you got to come to this thing. So
All right, Lissa can answer the question. So
All right.
it's the biggest threat that's not here. What do we know about rapid ohia death?
It's a fungus that kills ohia trees, so it cuts off their circulation system. It's widespread on Big Island and increasingly more so, but we don't have it here on Maui that we know of it. So what you can do to prevent the spread is clean your gear, clean your boots if you ever go to Big Island. There's a quarantine on movement of ohia inter-island. The reason it's such a threat is because 80% of our rainforest is ohia. And if we lose that, we lose our watershed, we lose our native species.
Wow.
You know, what's going to grow in its place is invasive species like strawberry guava and kahili ginger or Himalayan ginger, all of these things that we don't want. So
What is the best? So if you go to the Big Island and you come back, what's the best
Which I
way
do all the time.
to clean your? I mean, what this is just practical from a
Right.
practical point of view.
I need
I've
that.
been on the Big Island. I come back. I've gotten off the. Do I not even bring my boots back with me? Do I?
that
what
would
do
be
I
the
do?
best way to do it. Just
Really?
just throw them in the volcano. Well, don't do that, but leave them there.
But saying these are my most, my expensive hiking boots, and I've been hiking around, what's the best thing for me to do?
Absolutely. Rubbing alcohol is the recommended solution. The standard you can get at Long's drugstore, 80%, whatever, isopropyl rubbing alcohol.
And just dip your boots in it, rub your boots in it.
Spray, dip, any at the
pretend
bottom.
I'm dumb. Just explain things to me in a very.
we typically use a spray bottle and just kind of drench them.
Okay.
And that'll cover them.
So.
Yeah, brush all the dirt off first because you might be carrying seeds too that we don't want to bring over.
So mainly just your footwear.
Yeah. And I would say maybe the bottom of your backpack, anything that you think might be touching
on the ground.
Yeah.
Wow,
Okay.
thank you.
But ultimately, if you really could, and we recommend this to people, just wear a different set of gear out there.
Thank you.
So, is there a way, our listening audience, I can guarantee you, is 99.99% locals, which is great, and we travel back and forth between these islands. Is there a way to get this information to visitors? I mean, what's happening to make sure that, because a lot of people, when they come here on vacation, they island hop, and they're like, oh, I'm going to go to the big island, and then I'll go to Maui. And do they know the danger that they're bringing to our island?
I think some of the tour companies are pretty akamai on educating their guests, and we actually have a program that is this another plug or not? I don't know. We have a program that
you're allowed to plug your during the interview.
Okay, so we're not plugging. We're just talking at this point.
Exactly.
It's a Maui Malka conservation program, and we basically train tour guides and tour operators to train their guests on best practices, like exactly what you're talking about, and explain the values of these highly valued ohia trees and everything else of the environment.
And do you have a partner organization on the Big Island that does the same thing, or?
There's the Big Island Invasive Species Committee.
Or BISC.
BISC. Yeah, there's a BISC, a KISS,
which sounds like a lovely soup. Now, is rapid ohia death only on the Big Island?
That we know of.
So far.
So
the other thing you can do is if you have ohia trees in your yard, or if there's a trail you hike, you can adopt an ohia, meaning you just pay attention to it. If it starts to die suddenly, one of the symptoms is that the tree dies so fast that it doesn't have time to drop its leaves, so they're frozen and brown in place. So then you would want to call MISC.
Are we talking acres and acres already happening?
Thousands and thousands.
Of acres. Wow.
Yeah, you could see it from the air, aerial views of just huge areas just dead. Yeah.
There's a good website, Rapid Ohia Death.
Okay.
.org.
rapidohiadeath.org. So that is
or ROD for short.
Ooh.
Whoops, sorry about that. Too loud?
Yeah, that's okay. I just keep adjusting. I took my hand off the dial for 2 seconds. So my next question is, okay, that's our biggest threat that is not on the island of Maui. What's the biggest threat that is here on the island of Maui right now, outside this room? I mean, I know. I mean, Steve's a triple threat. We know about that. He can sing, he can dance, he can act. But other than that, what is the biggest threat?
Little fire ants, without a doubt.
I'll say.
Yeah,
do you have experience with those?
Oh, my word, yes. What can we do about these little Bernie little guys? Please tell me.
Right now, what you can do is test your yard regularly to make sure you don't have them. We have a few populations that we know about and that are under control. And so, it's the ones we don't know about that's where ants are being spread from. So people regularly testing, buy your stuff locally. Whenever possible. If you're getting potted plants, hopefully they're from a local nursery. So you're preventing a lot of spread, both things coming into the state and then movement in our island. So supporting local is important.
Is it all over the island? Are little fire ants been found everywhere? Are there places that are not?
So we can only go by what we have actually surveyed and know, and it ranges from there has been detections in Hana, but the biggest infestation is in Nahiku towards Hana, really large site over there, all the way to Kapalua, which is our latest find back in this past January. Yeah, by the Ironwoods Beach over there and up there.
Once you find the little fire ants, what exactly, is it napalm that you're using?
No.
Burn.
Although sometimes we think that might be a good solution. But so we will. Are you done yet?
I know you were in Nama. Sorry, but continue.
So yeah, we survey. We have a comprehensive survey methodology, and how we survey, we don't ask them questions. What are you asking the ants? We bait them with peanut butter in little vials. They eat peanut butter. So creamy, chunky. I think we use creamy mostly, smooth. Doesn't really matter.
It's special
Skippy.
brand.
But, you know,
Yeah, what brand do you use? What brand do ants like the best?
It's
it's
choosing
another
ants,
plug, I
choose
guess.
Jif.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we put these little vials out every 5 to 10 feet,
Mhm.
and basically we collect the vials, we bring them back, we freeze them to kill any ants, because they might, we don't want to move the little fire
Mhm.
ants back into our facility or anywhere else. And then we have our expert ant identifiers look at them under a microscope. Is the only 100% foolproof way to know what they look like.
Do they have lookalikes?
They do have lookalikes, and even the trained guys can get confused even out in the field. So we go ahead. I have a
so
question here.
aside from us humans not liking them, what is the threat specifically?
Yeah, so they basically agricultural threat. They'll infest crops, and they live up in trees. They can get into coconut trees. They can. They're as far as blinding your cats and dogs. There's a pretty strong correlation.
Blinding?
That they'll cause cloudy eyes. They bite them in the eyes or sting them. Sting. They sting. They don't bite.
Wow.
Maybe that's
other
what
threats.
Maybe
you know,
that's
so
what.
they're
Maybe that's
mean.
maybe
they'll,
that's
they'll-
what
they'll
happened
sting
to you,
your
Steve.
they'll sting you when you're on the ground, your babies. We hear
Ow.
horror stories from. We have a partner organization on the Big Island, HAL, the Hawaii Ant Lab. Really great guys. Another group of the RCUH, the Research Corporation of University of Hawaii program that we work with, and they tell us stories. Beaches that they went to as kids, they just can't go to anymore.
Wow.
It just infested.
Now, what about the venom? Because I'm allergic to wasps and hornets. Any similarities as far as the poison goes?
I don't know. I mean, it stings. It burns. It feels like like I got it once. They kind of fall out of vegetation and trees when
Yeah.
you're walking through the vegetation, and it felt like a sunburn or like my pack was rubbing against my neck. And I probably got it pretty mild compared to what I hear. It can get welted up, and people can have even worse reactions to it. Yeah.
Now, I was just over on the Big Island, and by just, I mean in the last year. I'm one of those people who's like,
I go once a
I
month.
was,
Give me a
I was
break.
like, just the other day, and my wife would be
the
like,
other
that
day.
happened 6 years ago. I'm like, whatever. It
Getting
seems
old,
like
like-
yesterday. But recently, in March, I was over there and staying up in Volcano, and of course, would fall asleep each night to the dulcet tones of an army, a veritable army of coqui frogs. So it seems like. Is all the bad stuff originate on the Big Island and then come to I mean, not to Dennis. I love the Big Island. But does it all come from there to here?
That's a PR question.
So the little known fact is that we had coqui frogs first on Maui.
Aha.
Really?
It's our fault.
There's
Yes, Maui
but there's
wins.
been multiple introductions.
Okay.
So they were, introduced both places, but we
Do they
we
come
got 'em
in
first.
in produce and plants? How do they arrive?
It's the plant material trade.
Okay. Where are they indigenous? Where do coqui frogs come
Puerto
from?
Rico.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I know that
Yeah.
they have them there. I didn't know if they were invasive in Puerto Rico as well.
Yeah.
No, they are.
But
They are what?
Highly liked.
Highly liked. They're not so liked here. So if I start hearing a coqui frog, what do I do?
first, try to find out exactly where it is. That's really helpful.
Okay. You mean
Because
what?
a lot of times.
Do I put out a vial with peanut butter? I mean, what?
And they don't like peanut butter.
Yeah, you go outside at night, get your flashlight, find out what tree it's in, try to find out exactly where it is. Because sometimes you'll hear it calling, but when our crew's actually there, they don't hear the coqui frog because it's quiet
Yeah,
or it's
they
not the right
get
temperature.
quiet.
But the frogs will stay in the same general area,
Okay.
so they can still spray
Got it.
to get rid of them. Or and call us, call MISC.
Did they kill them or?
Yes.
What's your? Do you guys have a hotline?
573 MISC.
573 MISC.
That is not my cell phone. Yeah, 573. I'm sorry, I just interrupted the whole
Yeah,
point
there
of the
we
show.
go.
I'm sorry.
But that's
Keep your
okay.
hand on that
Your
button.
punishment is that you have to come back at some later.
That's-
573 MISC.
Thank you very much.
Or that's 6471 if that's too
Yeah.
challenging.
And
I'm gonna
actually
play
is
a
kinda
recording
challenging.
of the cookies. Is that
Sure,
okay?
please. Oh, absolutely. So that,
Cookie?
folks, that is what we are listening for, folks. So, all right, we've got little fire ants. We've got Rapidohea death, not yet. We've got coqui frogs. But the thing that's been on the tip of everybody's tongue recently, of course, has been semi-slugs because of rat lungworm. Now, I know at the top of the show you talked about that, but can you talk about it a little bit more? I know that entire produce industry on this island has been in a tailspin because of this. So do you want to tell us more about how dangerous this really is, what people should do, what you guys are doing?
It's more dangerous to drive your car
Okay.
course.
Well, it's more dangerous to drive a car than to do
Sure,
most
just
of
about
it.
Here
anything.
lately.
Yeah, but no, I mean, we don't know exactly where the semi-slug is on Maui. We're doing surveys. Bishop Museum is doing some surveys. But what we really need are people to go out and survey, tell us where, if they find it, and also tell us if you don't. So that's why the whole function of the survey form is also, negative data in our data-driven world. That's still information that's valuable.
And how do
This
people
is
tell the
something-
difference between a semi-slug and just a plain old slug?
So the semi-slug looks like it's wearing a backpack and has a little yellow grape
Is it like a brand?
thing
Does
on
it
its
have like a
back.
Nike
Not
swoosh on it or
Adidas
something? Yeah.
Nike, no. Maybe leather.
Designer slugs
Then
now.
that's
What?
weird because I had some slug in my backyard that
And he
this
had a
really,
Nike pack on?
really bling all over the back. Anyway,
So along that line, we also have photos on the website, mauiinvasive.org/slug. It'll kind of give you some examples of what the semi-slug looks like.
Okay.
And then if you really get into it, there's even a more comprehensive, detailed way that you could do a better survey, and there's links to additional photos up there.
So if we think we have them, we can bring you one?
No, don't bring it to us. Keep an
Okay.
eye on her, okay? Don't touch it. Use rubber gloves
Okay.
and tongs is the recommended
Tongs.
approach.
Ooh.
yeah,
and
do not
don't
touch.
Okay.
Don't use those tongs for your hot dog
Oh,
barbecue
right.
later on.
Get the slug, get
Guys,
the
take
hot.
a quick look at that,
Whoop.
please. Oh, sorry.
Oh, it
can
looks
you
like we
hand
have
that over? On the
idea.
back
We're,
of the
we're
snail.
doing pest identification right here in the
Right
studio,
here.
folks.
That
Right
is
now.
a snail.
That is
Yes,
a
but on the
a
back,
snail.
look the slug
It's a
is
slug
on his.
on the snail.
Oh,
Yes.
that's disgusting.
Yeah.
So the official answer is that
Wait,
that
where'd
is
you get that
That's
disgusting.
just
Yeah.
disgusting.
That was in our yard. As a matter of
But
fact.
it is not a semi-slug.
If you
What
could
is
submit
that?
that to the website, that would be really
Oh,
great.
that's- oh, put that to the
Yeah.
camera. Somebody
Did-
needs to see that.
No, but
mauiinvasive.org/slug.
so it's not the slug. It's not.
That's not a semi-slug,
That's
I
not a
believe is what
semi-slug.
the experts
Yeah.
over here are saying.
Okay.
That is just
Ugly as all get
cute
out, but
old
I don't know
regular
what that
slug.
is.
So
We won't name him.
I'm really enjoying our conversation here, but I'm gonna have to cut it. No, we can keep going till the end of the show, as far as I'm concerned. But are there other things that you really want folks out there to know?
Yes, I mean, you're not at risk from buying local produce. Support your local farmers. It's really, really important. Local
Just
ag.
wash your veggies, right?
Yeah, just wash your
Yeah.
veggies. Just pay attention.
And as I've
the
seen
disease itself has been here for a long time.
Mhm.
There's a lot of other carriers. Semi-slug is just the optimum carrier. So just wash your vegetables, pay attention, do what you should be doing anyway,
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
which is growing, supporting local.
okay, and
safety.
anything else on any other creature? Anything else that's here on Maui that you want us to keep an eye out
There's
for?
a whole category of plants here.
Yeah, you
invasive
mentioned
plants.
pampas.
Pampas grass.
Yeah, it's really
and-
pompous. I think it's just it's so full of
Are we talking about the
itself.
radio host or the
Yeah,
grass?
exactly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is it the?
2 points, Brian. Yeah.
You're back
All
next.
right.
You're back next week.
You're back next week and the week after for that one. Pampas grass.
Yep. That grows anywhere in residential upcountry areas. What's the elevation?
that
we
word again.
typically- Oh.
Yeah, we're not doing it.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
too bad. It's
I
only
will
for-
play Sky High, however.
Okay.
No.
It's like a sea level. It's a habitat generalist. So sea level
Okay,
to the
sea level.
crater.
Hmm.
Anywhere.
And
10,000 feet.
did I
And
read
what does
recently
this-
that people import it? Like
If
they're-
people planted it in their yard because
They
it's pretty,
plant
but then
it.
it
Yeah.
takes over. It's a-
That's on the website too, as to
Yeah.
what it looks like.
Are there restrictions? Is it something you're not allowed to bring in, or is it just something you would prefer that people didn't bring
No,
in?
now you're it's actually on the noxious weed list, so you're not allowed to
Ooh.
bring
You're
it
not
in.
allowed to bring it in.
But there's a lot of stuff that was already planted, so
Mhm.
we're dealing with
Got
50
you.
years of
Interesting.
Rough trying to. Yeah.
seeds.
Mhm.
And if people are grandfather, if you have had it for 50 years, are you allowed to keep it, or
We don't forcefully remove it.
right?
You know, we
That's what I'm
progress.
wondering. If you go
Come
in
in.
middle of the night, all dressed in
Thanks.
black,
No.
a scythe.
That wouldn't work too well.
That would be
we always-
awesome,
we,
though.
we always work with the landowner. We educate them. We
Mm.
provide alternatives, and we ask them nicely, please let us pull this for you.
No charge.
No charge. Free landscaping.
Ooh, cool.
Wow. Well,
Good to
this
know
is
about.
great. I really am glad that you guys have been here, and I want to keep this conversation going. But I also know that our friend Steve Craig here.
No, don't
No.
don't point to me,
Don't
brother.
point to you.
I'm learning something here. This
Yeah,
is good.
really.
No, we our listening audience
Okay.
at home wants to hear you sing Octopus's
Oh,
Garden.
well, we had spoken about this before the show started. That it is indeed to change the topic a little bit. Ringo from the Beatles is 77 years old today. And,
Wow.
and not that I was following this so much, but it just happened to be all over Facebook today. I'm like, okay, all right, one of the Beatles is 77. And you and I, being Beatle fans, you mentioned...
And also being 77.
Yeah. And mentioning...
But you look great, by the way.
So, hey, by the way, so you own the Sgt. Pepper, the remaster. Did you buy that?
Now, do you mean own, or do you mean that I have a subscription to Spotify?
Okay, yeah. So you were listening to it on Spotify?
Correct.
Okay.
And it even sounded good on Spotify. And I know some people complain about
I wonder if they
the compression, but it sounds fantastic.
Yeah, okay. I'm
Sure
not
it wasn't
Anyway.
just your ears?
Ma-
Oh, those.
Yeah, there we
Never
go.
mind.
I got to check those out after the show.
Yeah,
really.
exactly.
Do a hearing test. Well,
Exactly.
tell you what frequencies you're lacking in and what have been
It doesn't
damaged.
tell you what frequencies
just
you're
adjusts.
lacking.
It
It just
adjusts.
adjusts to what you've clicked the button.
I'd like to get a report on that.
I know.
You see.
We'll go to an audiologist
yeah,
and they'll
yeah,
give
yeah.
you a
That's what
report.
they do, I know.
But
Sorry,
anyway,
what's that?
I think you wanted to maybe do a little small
well,
tribute to Dr. Starr.
Only if you're going to sing with me.
Everybody's going to sing.
Aw, and I forgot my tambourine.
Lissa's a really great singer.
Yeah.
Whoa, I'm turning
Well,
you down. All right.
now we're turning into a musical show. So will you help me?
Of course.
I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in shade. He let us in, knows where we've been in our octopus's garden in the shade.
Happy birthday, Ringo.
I'd ask my friends to come and see an octopus's garden with me. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. Solo.
This is such a complicated song. That's what I love about it.
It's a good progression though.
There it is.
Not gonna help you, are you?
No.
The last verse. We would shout. We would shout and swim about the coral that lies beneath the waves. Beneath the ocean's waves. So much joy for every girl and boy, knowing they're happy and they're safe. And there we would be so happy, you and me. No one there to tell us what to do. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden with shade. In an octopus's garden with you. In an octopus's garden with you.
Well, that was lovely. Happy birthday, Ringo.
Thank you, Ringo. All right, man.
One of two Beatles songs written.
That was actually the part we were supposed to like mention because in that giant catalog, Ringo is credited to 2 songs,
Yeah.
and that's one of them.
And a co-writing credit on Flying.
Oh, is he really? Which is an instrumental.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but the funny thing, there's a recent. That's good. That's very nice. There's a recent. Oh my God. There's a recent clip on
Cut his mic
YouTube.
off.
There's a recent clip. I'm going to try one more time to say this. There's a recent clip on YouTube with George and Ringo working out that song, and I was saying it seems pretty generous of George and the other guys to go ahead and have Ringo get full writing credit because clearly it was not the case. But I figured at this point they love the guy, right?
Well, I'm going to send everybody home with a little homework. We're going to listen to my newest song.
Yes.
To finish off the show. It's called Dr. Evil
And Mr. Dumb.
versus Mr. Dumb. And you're all going to think as you're at home, like, what the heck is this song about?
Oh,
you're
it couldn't
going to wonder.
possibly be about our president, could it?
I don't know. And I'll lip sync for the cameras.
That's good.
This is Dr. Evil versus Mr. Dumb by Kimo Nevius on KAKU 88.5 FM.
Dr. Evil versus Mr. Dumb. The problem here, I fear, is you could be either one. Are you perched up there in your secret lair, plotting to blow us all the kingdom come? Are you Dr. Evil, or just plain old Mr. Dumb?
I know. I wonder if it's a copyright violation.
Every story has a villain.
We gotta pay somebody.
Every villain has a plan for world domination, where every wish is your command. But every villain has a weakness, some sort of built-in fatal flaw. And with you it seems there's nothing behind the flapping of your jaw. Dr. Evil versus Mr. Dumb. I suppose that no one knows which one you've become. Are you a little boy who lost all his toys, sucking on his tiny thumb? Are you Dr. Evil or just plain old Mr. Dumb? La 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 la. La 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 la. Many people think you're crazy. You may be crazy like a fox. But if what we see is what we get, are you dumber than a box of rocks? Sometimes all your machinations seem downright diabolical, but it's a very thin line you skate in between being clever and playing the fool. Dr. Evil versus Mr. Dumb, and the world's on pins and needles, but we don't know which one. Are you perched up there in your secret lair, plotting to blow us all to kingdom come? Are you Dr. Evil or just plain old Mr. Dumb? La, 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 la.
We'll do a premature fade because we got to get some. Exactly. We got to get some thank yous in here. Thank you to the Maui Invasive Species Committee
Thank you.
or Tribunal,
for
MISC
having
or
us.
MISC, depending
Tribunal,
on.
yeah, we'll see about the tribunal.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's hear the number and website.
Yeah, what is
again.
that? What is that phone number that people call?
573-6471. That's 573-6471. What is
So
it? Is
if
that
you've
MISC,
got
actually?
if you've got a creepy crawly or you've got something you think might be invasive, please do give them a call. I'd like to also thank Sweet Mama D, one of my favorite people in the whole wide world, for coming in today and helping us out. Mr. Steve Craig.
Thank you, James.
Thank you for coming and help us celebrate Ringo's birthday.
The great and wonderful Kimo Nevius.
Thank you, Kimo.
I don't know. You know, all those little button
Doom,
things.
doom.
Hey, the old
yada,
theme song?
yada, yada.
Exactly. We got
Thank
to
you, Larry.
say. So say everybody dance for the camera and say goodbye. Yeah, look, we're being filmed. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful couple of weeks. We will be back live on July 21st with Laura Lee Blanchard from Leilani Farm Sanctuary. Woohoo! And folks, we are out.
Where is a tiger? 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 Here is a tiger.